Hello everyone and welcome to Thoughts Review for a Pay-Per-View. I am Slim and this time we are talking about New Japan Pro Wrestling Castle Attack. 2 nights of this. Overall both shows were pretty good. I guess you could say that they were New Japan shows. So we'll just kick straight off with night 1. It was United Empire versus Hiroshi Tanahashi and Tenkozy. United Empire won that match. It was good. It was. I thought that was going to happen anyway. So, yeah, United Empire won, like they should have. In terms of predictions, pretty much everyone picked United Empire. It was only Jack that didn't, so yeah. Then we got... star rating, I'll give it a 3. Then we got Tangaloa versus Yoshihashi. And Tangaloa won. I honestly... Right. Because this match and the next match are... so I thought that we'd have Yoshihashi beat Tangaloa, and then Tama Tonga beat Hiroki Goto. Turns out they did it the opposite way. We'll get to the next match when we get there. So I was the only one that didn't actually get a point for that, because, well, I had thingamabob. What do you call it? I had Yoshihashi, that's what it was. So yeah. Also, I came in as the champion for winning Extreme Rules. So yeah, we then got Goto versus Tama Tonga. And that match actually started straight after the last match, because both Goto and Tama come down and they started fighting, and they just went, okay, let's start the match. And Goto won, once again, got that wrong, blah blah blah. For the 2 matches, I'll give the Tangaloa match, I'll give it 2.5 stars. I'll also give Tama Tonga 2.5 stars as well. Both of them matches, 2.5 stars. So, yeah, I'm not doing too well in the predictions, in other words. I've had 1 right. And some people are on 3. If we have a look, no, some people are on 2, but not 3, because everyone I think had, everyone but Jack had Tama Tonga. So Jack has actually worked his way back, so he's actually better than me. But everybody has Chase Owens except me in this next match, which is for the King of Pro Wrestling 2021 trophy. It's a strap match. Toru Yano versus Chase Owens. And I've got Yano. Everyone else has Chase. Yano wins. Thank you very much. Gives me a point. It was actually a pretty damn good match. I'll give it 4 stars. Yeah, it was pretty good. Now, also the way that it worked was that it was the first one to pull off all the corner pads while strapped to the other opponent. So the first 3 corner pads can come off by anybody, and it's whoever pulls the last one off wins. And Yano ended up winning. There was a cool little spot where Chase had taped Yano's hands, so they're like that sort of thing. So he couldn't do anything, but he got him out. So yeah, eventually he won. It was really good. We then had Jay White versus Tomohiro Ishii, and everyone but Jack had Switchblade, and Switchblade won. It was another good match. I'll give it 3.5 stars. Nothing to really talk about here. It was Jay White being Jay White. Then we got down to the main event. And before we talk about the main event, I do just want to point out that by this stage I'm on 3 points. Seth is on 2 points. Jack is on 2 points. Joe is on 3 points. and Kyle is on 3 points. And both me and Kyle have Okada. Joe, however, has Evil. So, in this match, if Evil wins, Seth's on 3 points as well. So yeah, Seth's also got Evil. So if Evil wins, it's a tie between Joe and Seth for the title. If Okada wins, it's a tie between me and Kyle. And because it's New Japan, the tiebreaker actually needs to be done because you can't retain the belt in a tie in New Japan. Because you can't retain the belt by DQ or countout in New Japan. So, either way, there's a tiebreaker. The match was really good, like you'd expect. It's Okada versus Evil. Probably 4.25 stars, I reckon. And who is going to the tiebreaker? Well, Okada won, so it was me and Kyle. And that's great. And then, Kyle actually won the tiebreaker. So yes, I won the belt at Elimination Chamber on Monday and lost it yesterday. But never fear, we have a whole nother show today. So, the first match of night 2, I should also say night 1, I reckon, overall, 3.5 stars. Night 2, we kick off with Tenkozy versus United Empire. This United Empire is without Great-O-Khan, because obviously he's fighting Hiroshi Tanahashi later in the night. And Tenkozy won. It was a surprise that only Jack had the right result for. So yeah. We then got Bullet Club's Jay White, Evil, and Chase Owens versus Chaos's Kazuchika Okada, Tomohiro Ishii, and Toru Yano. And funnily enough, I was the only one to pick Chaos, and Chaos won. So yeah, I should also say that the Tenkozy versus United Empire match, I'll give it a 2.5 stars. This Chaos match, I'll give it 3 stars. Then we got a tag team match for the IWGP Tag Team Championships. Chaos's Hiroki Goto and Yoshihashi versus Gorillas of Destiny. This match was actually pretty damn good. I'd give it 4 stars, I reckon. Yeah, we'll stick with 4. Yeah, no, it was pretty good. Gorillas of Destiny won. Everyone Gorillas of Destiny. So everyone got a point. That didn't matter, did it? It was still me and Jack that are tied now on 2 instead of 1. We then get Hiroshi Tanahashi versus Great-O-Khan for the Never Openweight Championship. Another pretty damn good match. Lots of work on the knees by both people. Yeah, in the end, Tana won, which was cool. I will get into the predictions about that, but I do also want to mention that I forgot. In the opening match, Tenzin, who obviously lost to Great-O-Khan, so he couldn't use the Mongolian chop anymore, was using the Mongolian chop a lot. Yeah. But back to the Never Openweight title match. So for the predictions, it looked a bit like this. If Khan won, then Seth, Jack, and Joe all got points. So that would put Jack 1 point over me. And if, when Tana won, me and Kyle got points. So that put me a point over them, and Kyle tied Jack. Right. Then we got the triple threat for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship. El Fantasmo versus Bushi versus El Desperado. Joe's the only person who got it right. He picked El Desperado because that's his favourite wrestler. And El Desperado won, like I said. And so he was the only one to get a point there. So that means that The only people that can actually win at this point, I believe, are Jack and Kyle and me. Right, they've got to tie me though. Yeah, Joe's on 2 points, so yeah. He. Let me just have a look. Oh yeah, no, he could also tie, sort of. Right, so the main event is for the IWGP Intercontinental Championship. Kota Ibushi versus Tetsuya Naito, right? I should also mention the... did I give Tana and Great Khan star ratings? I don't think I did. 3.5 stars for them. 4.5 stars for the triple threat match. And so... we'll talk about the predictions first for the main event. If Ibushi wins, then Seth and Kyle both get points. So technically Jack and Joe can't tie me. Well, no, not technically. They can't tie me. Only Kyle can tie me. He needs Ibushi to win to tie me. And Ibushi friggin' won, didn't he? So yeah, I reckon this match, it was really good. I'd give it a 4 though. It wasn't as good as Triple Threat. Triple Threat was awesome. Yeah, so Ibushi won. It was good. I was like, oh, that means that it's back to the bloody tiebreaker, isn't it? Me versus Kyle in another tiebreaker for the belt that he won in a tiebreaker yesterday. And wouldn't you know it, I only went ahead and won the belt back. So I started the week with a title win, and I ended the week with a title win. In the middle there, yesterday, I lost the belt. But I won it back. And now I'm a 17-time predictions champion. I don't have the belt with me because, well, I forgot to actually grab it. Because I'm a dumbass. But, champion. Once again, how it always should be. Now I've just got to go and win that bloody Tabletop Tuesday championship. I guess we'll see you for that on Tuesday, where we play Risk. Thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. Follow the Facebook, Twitter and Twitch. Links to those are in the description. And other than that, goodbye and good night.